So this thought process is a little off and needs to stop. So people are constantly telling me in the comment section that there's going to be no election come 2024. Now, I don't buy that for a minute. There wasn't supposed to be an election back in 2020. The last president was supposed to be Donald Trump. We have Biden. And now we're entering a new election season. Now, if something really bad goes off, then yes, I can see there not being an election. But there's going to be an election this year. Sorry to let you guys know. There is no proof of anything in that direction of there not being an election. Now, do I think something crazy might go down? Yes, might go down. Not it will, not definite, might. There might be some crazy shit between now and then to go down. But there will still be an election. Now, whether that election is taken from us, that's a different story. But there will be an election come this year, come 2024. It will be an interesting election, and the world will be watching with bated breath because everybody wants to see how this is going to go down. Now, we all know who's going to win this election. As of right now, guys, they cannot take the election because there is too much of a gap right now. Way too much of a gap. If the gap was smaller like it was back in 2020, that's a different story. The gap that small can absolutely be taken, right? They can absolutely do what they want. But there is a huge gap this time, and so many Democrats, people, civilians, are switching over and voting for Trump, they can't even win. They can't. Now, if they do it, it's going to be too obvious. And yes, a lot of you will sit there and go, well, it was obvious back in. It was. But I don't want to say it was. If it was obvious, guys, there would be too many people, including Republicans, conservatives, independents, and Democrats going, yo, they took that shit. They cheated. And if Trump had proof, we would have seen that. He would have said something. He would have brought something to the forefront. You can't sit there, guys, and go, yo, they did this, and not have proof. You have to have proof. And when that documentary came out about how the election was taken, well, then where was that for Trump? How come he didn't present that? How come he smoking gun? Like, there are too many questions about Trump and the election being taken and then saying he had proof, but not providing anything. It was almost as he was a part of this giant fucking game that's being played and how we're being played. Now, I told you guys before, I think there will be an election and Trump will win and he will go into the White House, but we will see a very different dude in that White House. We will see somebody who's going to do almost the opposite of what he did back in his time in office. But the election, guys, will happen. There's nothing that's going to derail this other than Trump getting into office and him derailing his own presidency this time around, at least from us. And those of us who are going to vote for him. Now, granted, guys, you're going to vote for him. Some of you guys are deranged Trump lunatics. You have to see through the bullshit. Just like it, and I know it's like talking to Bideners, like they won't see through the bullshit. There are people out there that think Biden is still an awesome president and doing a great job. He hasn't done anything but cost us trillions of dollars and got us into another war and starting some shit with Russia and China, right? But with with Trump, he didn't do that. But I think we're going to see a very different guy. We're going to see somebody that a lot of you guys, I hope if you don't have your blinders on, you'll start noticing some shit and go, this is not the guy that was running a few years ago. This is somebody different. We're going to have an election. We're going to see some crazy shit, and things are probably going to get out of control, especially in D.C. And if Trump wins, man, I can't wait to be out in the street. I'm going to be somewhere in the streets, live streaming the morons act like morons when Trump wins. Now, if Trump doesn't win, I wholeheartedly hope that we band together and then rock some shit out. Forget about J6. What has to happen next, if Trump loses, has to be greater than J6. Matter of fact, it has to make J6 look like a fucking walk in a park, if that happens. But I don't see that happening. I see him winning. I see a different dude doing different shit. And I see liberals acting like assholes when he gets inaugurated and when he wins the election. So the day he wins the election, they're going to be people acting like assholes. And the day he gets inaugurated, they're going to be more people acting like assholes. That's what I see coming. And then I see a different set of shit happening under Trump. But again, that's my opinion. That's all it is. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching.